This is Sunday Soul Service. This is our afternoon on Sunday afternoon where we connect with our bodies, minds, and spirits. So we move a little bit faster than we do during the week to help to get that energy, that prana flowing through our bodies. And so it gives us a really nice start to our week. So this week's intention is allow. Last week we focused on surrender, and for me, surrender is all about going inward. So we did a lot of bowing in, a lot of prayer position with our heads bowed. It's about really kind of connecting with our inner self so that we can better know what we need to let go of, what is no longer serving us. And for me, allow is similar but different. Allow is about opening, right? Being ready to receive, opening ourselves up. So our practice today is going to be a lot of twisting and turning. Twisting is a really good practice for when you're trying to detox, when you're trying to kind of wring out all those things inside of your body that you no longer need. So, right, so it's a great way for us to kind of close out surrender and prepare our bodies to receive. So you'll notice that we're going to do a lot of twisting. We're going to move pretty quickly today. Do the best that you can. My motto that I got from when I first started doing yoga is do what you can, but do what you can, right? So don't overextend yourselves. Unfortunately, I'm not there with you to help you kind of know when to back off, but you know your body, listen to what your body is telling you, and know when you need to do a little bit more, and also when you need to do a little bit less. So if you are using the playlist that I provided from Spotify, you can go ahead and start that playlist now, and then you're going to want to just come into a comfortable seat on your mat. Whatever that is for you, whether that's cross-legged, whether that's with your legs straight out in front of you, and then just bringing your hands to your lap, closing your eyes, not trying to control your breath, just reconnecting to your body. Letting go of anything that came before, anything that may come after, and just breathing. And then bringing your hands together at your heart, pressing your hands into your heart, bowing your head towards your hands. Setting an intention for your practice today. Your intention may be connected to our group intention of allow. What are the things that you would like to allow to come into your life? Or it can be any other intention, big or small, that will help to guide your practice on the mat as well as off. We'll open our practice with 2 collective breaths together. Even though we practice in separate physical locations, we can breathe together. Taking a deep inhale through the nose, opening the mouth and sighing it out. One more time, deep inhale through the nose, opening the mouth and sighing it out. And then just returning to your breath. And when you're ready, you're releasing your hands back down by your sides, lifting your head, blinking your eyes open. Bringing your right hand to the mat. On the inhale, lifting the left arm up and overhead for a nice side stretch. Looking up towards the sky underneath that left arm. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhale, releasing that left hand down to the mat. Inhale, reaching that right arm up and overhead. Breathing here, feeling that nice stretch from the hip all the way to the tips of the fingers. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, releasing that right hand down to the mat. Bringing the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. On the inhale, lifting up through the torso. Exhale, twisting towards the right. Inhale, lifting up through the torso. Exhale, twisting. And then if you have one more in you, inhale, lifting up through the torso. Exhale, twisting. And then taking 2 breaths here. Taking a deep inhale here. On the exhale, coming back to center. Taking the right hand to the left knee, left hand comes behind you. Deep inhale, we lift. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we twist. And we hold here. Beginning to connect the breath with the body through movement. Allow your breath, the life force inside of us, to add more energy to our movement. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhale, coming back to center. Just taking 2 breaths here at the center to notice what's happening in the body. And then moving into some seated cat-cows, keeping the hands on the knees. Inhale, lifting the heart, lifting the head. Exhale, rounding the spine, curling in. Inhale, lifting the heart, lifting the head, continuing to move with the breath. Exhale, rounding the spine, curling in. One more time. Inhale, lifting the heart, lifting the head. Exhale, rounding the spine, curling in. And then taking the hands to the outside of the knees, lifting those knees up, coming into tabletop. So as you know, if you've watched my classes before, you know that I always like to have a blanket underneath my knees for additional padding to protect my knees. You do what works right for you. Coming into tabletop. We're just gonna kind of move the body naturally, whatever works for you, working out any kinks from sitting. You may want to do some hip circles. If your hips are feeling a little bit tight, moving from side to side. Whatever feels good in your body. Maybe waking up those wrists, moving forward and backward. You may want to come onto the toes, tucking the toes, pressing back, waking up those toes. Whatever feels good for you. And then when you feel like you are ready, tucking those toes, pressing the hips up and back into our first downward dog, pedaling those feet to walk the dog, maybe pressing into one foot, bending the other leg, and then pressing into the other foot. I'm going to move my blanket out of the way for later. And then coming up onto the tips of the toes, pressing those hips up, and then sinking those feet once again to go a little bit deeper. Let's do that again. Coming up onto the tips of the toes, pressing those hips up, and then sinking those feet. And now this time coming up onto the tips of the toes, rounding forward to come into plank. And then pressing back up to downward dog. On the inhale, up on the toes, rounding forward, exhale into plank. Back to downward dog. One more time. Inhale, up on the toes, rounding forward, coming into plank. And back to downward dog. Walking your hand back about 1 hand length. And then taking a deep inhale here, feeling how you're able to press those heels back a little bit more. Exhale, opening the mouth and letting it out. And then taking that right hand to the outside of the left ankle for a 3-legged dog. Looking underneath that left
armpit. It's perfectly fine if you need to bend the right knee a little bit. You should feel a nice stretch in the left hip. Engaging that core. Taking that hand, that right hand back to the mat. Pedaling those feet just a little bit. And then taking that left hand to the outside of the right ankle, looking under that right arm. Continuing to press into the mat with the right hand. Press those hips back. Feeling that stretch on the right side, as well as on the left side of the body. And then bringing that left hand back to the mat, walking the hands all the way back to meet the feet. Coming into a forward fold, bending those knees as much as you need. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows, swaying from side to side, allowing the crown of the head to sink towards the floor. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhale, releasing those arms down, noticing that you sink a little bit deeper. Once again, connecting the breath with our movement. Inhale, sliding the hands up to the shins for a flat back. Exhale, releasing back down. Once again, sliding the hands up to the shins for a flat back. Exhale, releasing back down. Inhale, sliding the hands up to the shins for a flat back. On the exhale, bringing the hands to the hips, keeping that flat back. And then inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Waking the body up. If your feet are not already hip distance apart, bringing them hip distance apart. We're going to continue to work with connecting the breath to the body. So the way that our Sunday flows work is that we do everything twice. We do it one time slowly so that we understand the movement, and then we do it again with one breath for every movement, waking, getting the heat energy going in our body. So bringing the feet hip distance apart, toes are pointing forward, rounding into all four corners of the feet. So you shouldn't be leaning forward onto your toes, you shouldn't be leaning backwards onto your heels. The way that you can help with that is by engaging your legs, right? Squeezing those legs together while also pressing outward onto your feet. Lifting the pelvic floor, lifting the heart. Palms are out and down by your side, facing forward to help relax the shoulders down. This is Tadasana, mountain pose. On the inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. On the exhale, open the arms out to the right for a nice standing twist. Inhale, arms back, up and overhead. Exhale, open the arms out into the left. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands come through the midline, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk the hand out to plank. Exhale, release all the way down. Inhale, lifting the heart, looking over the right shoulder for a twisted cobra. Exhale, back down. Inhale, looking over the left shoulder for a twisted cobra on the left. Exhale, back down. Inhale, straight up. Cobra. Exhale, push up and back. Downward dog. Walking your dog here. And then walking your hands back towards your feet on the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Hold on the exhale. Reverse swan dive up, overhead on the inhale. Palms touch, hands come to the heart on the exhale. So that's our first flow. We're going to do that 2 more times, a little bit faster. 1 breath for each movement. Do the best that you can. Do what you can. Inhale, arms up, overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Back up on the inhale. Swan dive forward on the exhale. Halfway lift on the inhale. Fold on the exhale. Walk out to plank on the inhale. Lower down on the exhale. Over to the right on the inhale. Exhale back down. Over to the left on the inhale. Exhale back down. Over to the center on the inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward dog. Walking the hands to the feet on the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come up and overhead. Palms touch. Exhale, palms to the heart. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. Back up on the inhale. Twist to the left on the exhale. Back up on the inhale. Forward fold on the exhale. Halfway lift on the inhale. Fold on the exhale. Plank on the inhale. Lower down on the exhale. Over to the right on the inhale. Down on the exhale. Over to the left on the inhale. Down on the exhale. Over to the center on the inhale. Tuck the toes. Downward dog on the exhale. Walking the hands to the feet on the inhale. Fold on the exhale. Halfway lift on the inhale. Fold on the exhale. Reverse swan dive all the way back up on the inhale. Palms touch. Bring the hands to the heart on the exhale and breathe. Very nice. So your body should be nice and warmed up at this point. And we're ready for our first sequence. So inhale, arms up and overhead on the inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Back up on the inhale. Twist to the left. Back up on the inhale. Forward fold on the exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walking out to plank. Pressing up to downward dog. Lifting the right leg behind you. Keeping the right hip level. A good way to do that is by flexing that right foot to keep the right foot pointed towards the ground. You might notice that your leg is a little bit lower in order to do that. And then bringing that right foot between the hands into high runner's lunge. Getting yourself set here. Squeezing those thighs together. Slight bend in that left knee as you bring your arms up and overhead. And then straightening that left knee. Crescent lunge. Asana. Pivoting that left foot down to the mat so that it's parallel to the back of the mat. Opening the body up for warrior two. Pressing into the pinky toe of that back foot while also engaging the entire part of the front foot. Making sure that that right knee is not leaning inward, that it's pressing outward, that you're not leaning forward or backwards. Hips are straight towards the ground, and then you're looking over the middle finger of that right arm. And then straightening that right leg, shifting the hips backwards as the right arm comes forward. And then when it can't come forward anymore, releasing that right arm down for triangle, pressing those hips forward. As the left hand comes up to the sky, you can look straight ahead or you can look up. And then inhaling, coming back to warrior two. Exhaling, bringing those arms back up as you pivot that left, back onto the left toes. Exhale, hands come down. Step that right foot back, let's flow. Exhale, coming down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot comes up and behind. Bringing that left foot between the hands. Slight bend in the right knee, coming up for crescent lunge. Coming onto the ball of that right foot to bring that heel up. Once again, that left knee should be pressing outward, engaging into all four corners of the left foot. Pivoting that right foot down, coming into warrior two. Arms are strong, the shoulders are relaxed. Straightening that left knee, shifting that hip back as the left arm comes forward, and then releasing that left arm down to the mat. This is triangle. You can also use a block. You can also come up a little bit more if you need to. Pressing that hip, those hips forward. Inhale, come back up to warrior two. Bringing those arms back up overhead, pivoting onto the right toes. Exhale, coming down. Stepping that right foot forward to meet the left. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale the arms all the way back up and overhead. Palms touch, hands to the heart. Let's do that again a little bit faster. We're going to do one breath with every movement. Do the best that you can. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back, staying on those toes. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten that leg, shift forward. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, back to crescent lunge. Exhale, down. Step the left foot back for plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot up and behind. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Inhale, arms up and overhead, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the legs, shifting forward. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, back up to warrior two. Exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, arms come down. Stepping the left foot forward to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms out wide, up and overhead, palms touch, hands come to the heart. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold on the exhale. Step the left foot back. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the leg and shift forward. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Lifting the left leg behind you on the inhale. Exhale, bring the left leg through. Inhale, arms up. You're doing great. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the leg and shift the hip back. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, hands come down. Step the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Hold on the exhale. Inhale, arms come up and overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. And breathe. Whew, I don't know about you, but I'm warm now if I wasn't before. Whew, okay, let's take a couple of breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and let it all go. Whew. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and let it all go. Whew. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, squatting as though you're sitting in a chair, bending the knees, lowering the hips, coming into chair position. Feeling strength in your feet, strength in your core, strength in your legs. Bringing the hands together at the heart as you continue to squat. And then twisting to the right for a revolved chair. Looking up over that right shoulder. Breathing here, you're pressing that elbow into the thigh to help lift the heart. And then on your inhale, coming back to center, let's go in the other direction. Twisting to the left, pressing to keep that heart lifted. You don't want to just sink down. And then inhale back to the center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stepping back into plank. Exhale, releasing down, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Lifting that right foot behind you. Bringing that right foot between the hands. Releasing the heel of the left foot down so that the left toes are pointing towards the top left corner of your mat. You may need to shorten your stance a little bit because you want that entire foot down. And then on your inhale, coming up, arms up and overhead, warrior one. Hips are pointing forward. You may need to help your hips a little bit because they're going to want to point to the left. So as much as possible. And a good way to do that is to press into that back foot while allowing yourself to release down towards the front. That way you're engaging both of your legs. And you'll notice that your front leg is able to move more when you engage that back foot. And then straightening that front leg, folding over that front leg for pyramid. You can always use blocks if you're having trouble keeping your balance here. You can use blocks on both sides of your feet or one side of your feet. Getting that nice stretch in your hamstrings. And then coming back up to warrior one, bending that knee. Pivoting that back foot for warrior two. Releasing that left hand down to the left leg. Right arm comes up and over for reverse warrior. And then coming back to warrior two. Start rolling those hands down to the mat. Stepping back into the plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Lifting that left foot up and behind you. Bringing that left foot between the hands. Releasing the heel of the right foot down so that the right toe is pointing towards the top edge of your mat. Coming up for warrior one. And then straightening that left leg, folding over for pyramid. And then bending that knee, coming back up to warrior one. Pivoting those back toes, warrior two. Releasing that right arm, bring that left arm up and over, reverse warrior. Coming back to warrior two. But rolling those hands down, stepping the left foot back. Let's flow again. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Walking the hands back towards the feet. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming back up to chair in the middle. Exhale, bringing the hands to the heart. Inhale, twisting to the right. Taking a couple breaths here. Exhale, coming back to the center. Twisting to the left. Coming back to the center. And then pressing so much into your hands as you rise back all the way up to standing. Palms touch at the top. Exhale to the heart. So let's move through that same sequence a little bit faster. One breath for every movement. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, coming sitting down into your chair. Inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walking the hands forward into plank on the inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Lifting that right leg up behind you on the inhale. Exhale, bringing that right foot through to the top of your mat. Releasing that left foot down on the inhale. Exhale here. Inhale for warrior one. Exhale for pyramid. Inhale back to warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale for reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, back down to the mat. Inhale for plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Lifting the left leg up and behind you. I take my glasses off. On the inhale, exhale, bringing that foot through. Releasing the right foot down to the mat. Taking an exhale here. Inhale, arm up and overhead. Exhale for pyramid. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Inhale for plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Walking the hands back towards the feet on the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to prayer and chair. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale for the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale for the center. Taking an exhale here. And then inhale, arms come out wide, all the way up and touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's take 2 breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth inside out. Whew. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth inside out. Whew. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, sitting back down in that chair, I know. This time, bringing the hands together at the heart. We're going to move into a balance pose. You're going to ground into that left foot. We're about to move into one-legged chair. Ground into that left foot, lifting that right foot and placing it as though you're sitting cross-legged in a chair. So continuing to have those hips low. You can always fold forward a little bit. So if that feels good, this is a nice stretch for the hips. Then taking an inhale here. Exhale, releasing that right foot down, back in the chair. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walking the hands forward into downward dog. Bringing that right foot up and back and through the legs. Coming up into crescent lunge once again. This time opening the arms out and to the right for a twist to the right. Inhale, the arms back up and over. Exhale, release the hands down. Stepping back into plank, and we're flowing. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Walking the hands back towards the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up and out, overhead, palms touch. Hands to the heart. We gotta do the other side. Inhale, arms up and over. Exhale, sitting down in our chair with our hands in our heart. Grounding into that right foot this time. Lifting that left leg to place it on top of the right. Like you're sitting cross-legged in a chair. Once again, you're welcome to fold over if that feels good for you. It's perfectly fine if you fall. It's what we do when we fall. Do we get back up or do we give up? Taking an inhale here. Exhale, releasing that foot down, back in the chair. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walking the hands into downward dog. Lifting the left leg up and behind you. Bringing the left foot between the hands. Crescent lunge on the inhale. Twisting open on the exhale. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold. Stepping that right foot forward this time to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up and over, palms touch. Hands to the heart and breathe. So we have one more flow before we start to cool down. You guys are doing great. I don't know about you, but I am sweating. Whew. Okay, here we go. Back into Tadasana. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stepping back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Lifting that right foot up and behind. Exhale, bringing that right foot between the hands. Inhale, arms up and over. Exhale, back down. Grounding into that left hand, twist open to the right. Exhale, back down. Stepping that right foot back into plank. Releasing that right knee. Coming into a side plank on the inhale. Exhale, back down. Back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Left side. Lifting left leg up and behind. Left leg comes between the hands. Inhale for crescent. Exhale, back down. Grounding into that right hand. Lifting up and over to the left. Exhale, back down. Stepping that left foot back. Releasing the left knee this time. Opening to the right. Exhale back down. Coming back into plank. Last flow of the practice. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Walking the dog. Whew. Releasing the knees to the mat, bringing the hips to the heel. Bringing the head down to the mat for child pose. And then pressing into your hands to bring yourself back up. Swinging your legs around so that they're in front of you, coming to sitting with the feet all the way at the top edge of the mat. I'm going to bring my blanket in again because whenever I'm doing anything that's going to be folding while sitting, I need a little bit of help with my hips. So I would sit up on the edge of a blanket. So coming into Dandasana, staff pose, sitting up nice and tall, legs are engaged, feet are flexed. Bringing your right hand underneath your right knee to help that right leg bend. Bringing that right foot to rest on the inside of the left thigh. We're moving into Janu Shirsasana, head to knee pose. So sitting up tall, taking a deep inhale as you extend up. On the exhale, just walking the hands forward just a little bit, keeping the spine strong. More important to take care of the spine than it is to fold as far as you can. Taking another inhale here. Exhale, walking forward just a little bit. This might be it for you, right? If this is your edge, feel free to fold here. Otherwise, taking one more inhale. And then exhale, releasing forward just a little bit, and then folding. Notice how the breath allows us to continue to move. I was listening to a talk from Reverend Angel Kyoto Williams, and she talks about effort and release. On the inhale, we engage and we engage in effort, and on the exhale, we release. We allow the breath to help our bodies as we move. So if you feel as though you have more extension in you, use that same guidance. On the inhale, you engage, you place effort, and on the exhale, you release. Then you take a moment in that release, just before you move again, to determine, have I met my edge? This is also a good moment to reconnect with your intention for your practice. Acknowledging everything that you've allowed your body to do today. Places where you backed off, or places where you went a little bit deeper. Listening to what your body tells you in this moment. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, side out. One more time, deep inhale here. Exhale, side out. And then slowly walking the hand back up the body so that you're sitting up. Using that right hand to help that left knee come up. Extending that right foot out. You may want to rub the hand up and down the legs. Shaking the legs a little bit before we move to the next side. So once again, getting ourselves set before we move. So sitting up nice and straight, feet are flexed. Using the left hand to help bring that left knee up and bring that left foot to meet the inside of the right thigh. And then on the inhale, we extend. On the exhale, we creep a little bit forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, coming forward. And then release. One of the great things about practicing at home, I always say this, is that there's nobody for you to compare yourself to. There's no right or wrong in terms of how you should look in this pose. There's what your body is doing today. And you allowing yourself to be okay with whatever it is your body is able to do today. Having compassion for the moment that you're in. And releasing any expectations you have of what you should or should not be able to do. And just allowing yourself to be. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. Opening the mouth and sighing it out. Inhale, deep inhale through the nose. Opening the mouth and sighing it out. And slowly on your inhale, walking the hands back up the body. To come back up. Using the left hand to help that left knee back up. Straightening the left leg. Wiggling the leg a little bit. Maybe rubbing the hands up and down the legs. And then coming back into Dandasana once again, moving into Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Feet are flexed, sitting up nice and tall. On the inhale, extending up. Exhale, folding forward a little bit. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. And then releasing the head down. Finding your edge once again. We're all individuals for a reason. That is what makes us all beautiful. Allow yourself to be yourself, not anybody else. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh it out. And on your inhale, once again, walking the hands up the body. Wiggling those legs just a little bit. If you have a blanket underneath you like me, moving that blanket out of the way and coming to recline all the way onto your back. We're going to do a little bit of ab work before we move into our final pose in Shavasana. So we're going to move into boat pose. So you can do boat pose. The first time, let's all do it where on our inhale, we're going to lift our torso and lift our legs as though we're trying to bring our knees and our chest together in the middle of our mat. You can have your knees bent or you can have your legs straight. It's a little bit more engagement to have your legs straight. Notice my arms are straight out in front of me. We're going to hold it for 2 breaths, for 2 times, and we're going to hold it for 5 breaths on the 3rd time. Okay, so go ahead and prepare yourself. Get yourself set. And then on your inhale, lifting up. 1 breath, 2 breaths. Inhale and release. Let's do that again. Inhale up. Once Again, you can have your legs bent if you need to. 1 breath, 2 breaths, and then release. And now this time, as I said, we're going to do this for 5 breaths. So do what you can, but do what you can. Allow yourself to know what the body can do, right? Don't tell yourself before you even started what you can and cannot do. Here we go. Inhale, lift. 1 breath. 2 breaths. 3 breaths. 4 breaths. Make sure you're deep inhales and exhales. 1 more breath. And release back down. Hugging the knees into the chest, rocking from side to side. Great job. And then bringing your feet to the mat, bending your knees. We're going to do a nice hip stretch and twist all in one. So bringing the right knee to the left, bring the right ankle to the left knee. I knew that sounded weird. So this would normally be our reclined pigeon, right? And normally we would lift that left leg, but instead we're going to lift the hips slightly, shift the hips about 2 inches to the right, and then let that right foot come all the way down to the mat. And what I like to do, because my right knee wants to just come forward, I like to use that left hand to press that right knee out so I can continue getting that stretch in my hip, bringing that right arm straight out and looking over that right arm, or you can look up at the sky. When you find, as I keep saying, you find what works for you, right? Allow you to be you. So what your body needs today could be very different than what my body needs. You're doing 2 stretches in one, right? You're getting a nice hip opener and a twist all in one. It's a revolved, reclined pigeon. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth inside out. One more time, deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth inside out. And then on your inhale, bringing out that knee, that leg back up to center. Resting that right foot back on the mat, rocking those knees from side to side, realigning the hips with the feet. And then we move to the other side. So this time bringing the left ankle to the right knee, lifting the hips, shifting them about 2 inches to the left, and then letting that left foot come all the way down to the earth. I like, once again, to use that right hand to press that left knee out so that it doesn't sink all the way in. And then looking over that left shoulder. What would you be able to accomplish if you flowed with the universe instead of against it? If you allowed the universe to speak to you, how much further would you be able to go? Taking a deep inhale through the nose, open the mouth inside out. One more time, deep inhale through the nose, open the mouth inside out. And on your inhale, bringing everything back up to center. Releasing that left foot down to the mat, rocking the knees from side to side. Hugging the knees into the chest one more time, rocking from side to side. And then lifting your head, making a nice tiny little ball, tightening everything in together. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. And then release down into Shavasana. As always, you're welcome to place a pillow, a blanket underneath your knees. If that feels good for you, you're welcome to cover yourself up with a blanket, whatever works for you. Letting everything go, allowing yourself to rest. Rest is just as important as movement, if not more so. Bringing your attention back into your body. Noticing any sounds inside the space where you practice. Any sounds outside. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Rotating the wrists and the ankles in one direction and then the other. Waking yourself up. Preparing for movement. Tugging the knees into the chest, rocking from side to side. And then rolling onto your favorite side, making a pillow with your hands. Taking one final moment of stillness to reconnect with the intention you set at the beginning of your practice. Acknowledging how that intention has guided you on the mat and how it can continue to guide you off. And then when you are ready, pressing yourself up to a sitting position, an easy seat, whatever that is for you in this moment. Bringing your hands together at your heart, bowing your head towards your heart, lifting your heart into your hands. We'll close our practice the way that we began with 2 collective breaths. Taking a deep inhale through the nose, opening the mouth and sighing it out. One more time, deep inhale through the nose, opening the mouth and sighing it out. It's been my honor as always to practice with you. May you be happy, may you be healthy,
May you always know peace. The light in me honors and acknowledges the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. I'll see you guys again next time.